Eagles. Here's a look inside the... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Gregory is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Gregory. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
And they give this time to the tailback. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Gregory. Oh, a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up near the 44. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt last time. I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here. They can go
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride and maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
There goes a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down. the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Baker. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a pickup of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Number 83. It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first.
Saints nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Saints nothing.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Gregory. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And to give this time to the tailback. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd.
To throw on 3rd down. Gregory. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. But just like you said, they've got the lead, don't do anything silly, run the football, and that's what they did.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gregory. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. This is a pretty significant moment, a pretty cool moment. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards, and we might as well go ahead and measure for the gold jacket.
Make sure you measure it right, too. Make sure it fits perfectly when he walks out there for that ceremony. 50,000 yards in the NFL.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. Within a field goal, it's 10-7 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 27.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well, Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
A gain of
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up
From the gun, Gregory. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 3rd down, Gregory. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right at the 35.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Carolina.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
87.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 36.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13. Saints 7.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll kick things off in the NFC when the Giants have traveled down south to take on Atlanta. And that game tied at 7 in the 2nd quarter. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. 35-0 is the final score. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. The Texans trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
7 brings up second and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll look to throw for it on third and 1. Over the middle, it's complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So in Saints territory now, here's first and 10 at the 43. And to give this time to the tailback. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
But nothing to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
The pass.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
12-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. 16, Saints 7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for it.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Gregory toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Gregory finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
1st and 10 at their own.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Brings it again this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Down at the line of scrimmage.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score Panthers 16, Saints 7.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Gregory over the middle, complete. It's Alvarado. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25 to will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
2nd and 11 now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They have the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
On 1st and 10, Gregory. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken at the 18. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion.
And that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And it's the right side here, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Panthers 21, Saints 14.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
4-yard line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Gregory. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Gregory. And that will be incomplete.
Gregory's pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Panthers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
First down, Carolina.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is indeed good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
14.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 10, a minute 56 to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. On first down, Gregory. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Gregory over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Gregory. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun, Gregory. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Panthers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.